for Orlando?
Orlando, saw you and Kyle Lowry had a couple words there at the end. I know you played a little bit with him in Miami. What was his message to you?
I saw him before the game, and I asked him to, watch the game. I wanted to get some tips from him, and he basically told me, you just need to find the right situation. You good. Just need to go out there and hoop. And I played myself today. Super right.
What is it about this group that, like you say, everybody plays up every night? Mm-hmm. Why isn't this going to work with this group?
I mean, we, as a unit, we just love competing. We all young, running around, guarding teams. We take joy in that. So, we feed off each other, the energy, and, that's what comes with it.
You're a pretty adept passer. I mean, you saw that the other night with your past AJ. But do you think this system suits you as given your skills as a big?
Yeah, there's a lot of split actions, flashing to the ball, playing in those situations, and being able to be that connector on both sides of the floor. So I feel like, we kind of did that in college a little bit. So I'm very comfortable in those situations.
When Miami was here, one of the things that Spo was talking about was your professionalism, and Darko has talked about it as well, a couple of your head coaches. It's not something that you often hear about younger players. Where do you think that comes from? Is that something that you've always kind of had in terms of your approach and the way you carry yourself?
I think I learned that in high school. My coach, William Middlebrooks, taught me a lot about how to approach the game. It is a game sometimes, but it's, off the court, on the court, how you approach people, it all plays a factor into, being on the court. So after I learned that from him, I just kept going. I kept applying that at every level in college and then to here. So.
What about this situation in Toronto? Do you feel like it's working for you the best?
What?
The situation that you have in Toronto, like playing here.
Oh, yes. I love this group. I love my teammates. They're all nice, funny guys, and we all love to compete. So, just being around all that, just love. So it's a great situation to be in.
As a fellow big, what have you learned from Yak? Have you taken anything from watching him, from his game?
Spacing. He was talking to me about my touch at halftime because I missed 4 of them today, my floaters, and he's really good at that touch shot. So I was just talking to him, chopping it up with him about when to release it because I hold it a little bit, and just spacing too because most of his Yak's buckets is really just off his movement, getting setting screens and then rolling off, continuing to roll, getting in the pocket, going to the dunker, just being available. So just watching that and watching what he does and really helped me.
You see the games of guys like Jared and AJ yourself that you think people kind of sleep on guys that are on 10 days or 2 ways, just how much talent and maybe is not in the NBA yet or is fighting to be in the NBA?
Yeah, they haven't seen it yet, and most guys, like I said, it's all about the situation. And then once you get the opportunity, it's up to you to take advantage of that opportunity. So guys like AJ, myself, and JR, that's what we're doing, taking advantage of the opportunity so that you don't sleep on us.
With lineups the day that you guys haven't necessarily run out there before, you're still able to run some successful actions. What exactly goes into that? How do you approach that, I guess?
How do I approach what?
When you're playing with a lineup that you haven't played together a whole lot, what is kind of your focus in that situation?
Well, just being able to, first you got to know your teammates. You got to watch film on them, study them, know their tendencies and stuff like that. But once you get out there, it's just about communicating, really. You mess up, you miss them on a pass screen, they miss you, going up to them, talking to them, saying, oh, that's there. And then the next play, they'll see it. It's basketball is a read and react game. So just being out there with your teammates, playing with them, messing up, succeeding, all those build into how you can play together more. And the more you play together, the better you'll be.
You double-double, you had 25 points, also 12 rebounds, 4 steals, your second NBA start. Just talk about the game tonight, how it felt for you.
It felt really good. It's just a testimony to all the hard work that I've put in. To have this moment is really special, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to be here and showcase what I can do.
Not just you, but Colin, Orlando, AJ Lawson, like, I mean, I think that's at least 4, maybe missing. So, guys who are undrafted and have really shown that they can produce when given the minutes. What does that say about the depth and the challenges of kind of cracking this league?
I think it's big time. You know, people always say the NBA is about opportunities. You know, it's never about the talent. And I think what you're seeing now is, you know, what people are capable of doing when they get opportunities. And that's what the NBA is all about. And it's how you capitalize on those chances. And I think that we're doing a good job of doing that right now.
You've been with a couple of other organizations, and what have you learned sort of about capitalizing and making the best of a chance now that you've been through it a couple of times? Yeah,
it's just not getting too high or too low on, you know, whatever happens during your days. You know, staying true to your routine, living in each moment that you get. You know, because you're in this league or in life in general, you're going to have ups and downs, and it's just about being resilient and battling those storms.
Jared, yesterday you were telling me about having the leaders of the team talking to you and letting you know that you have to take the chances when you get them. What did they tell you today that made you kind of explode the way you did into this game?
Yeah, I think it's a testimony to the organization and just the confidence that they instill in you. The environment that they provide it's a very high energy. It's very loyal. It's very easy to communicate. It's very easy to fit in, and I think that makes it easy to play. And when you go out there on the floor, you just feel connected with everybody. You know, to see Scotty quickly and all those guys sitting on the bench cheering for you is it's an amazing feeling and something I'll never forget.
Coach Drew Jones said your calling card could be your ability to guard across multiple positions, be versatile. Darko just now pointed out your driving, ability to find solutions in the paint. Like, you have a lot of strengths, obviously. Is there anything in particular that you're working on as you take this step?
Absolutely. I think I'm more known as a transition player on the offensive side. So just showcasing that I can create, you know, a little bit in the half court when needed to. And just, I think my main focus is really on defense. I think that's my main calling card. Is just showcasing that I can, you know, guard the point guard, switch on to 4-man, and just be a physical defender out there. You know, giving quickly Scotty and all those guys breaks when they need them. You know, that's my job, that's my role, and I'm ready to do all the intangible things.
When you look back on tonight, what do you think the highlight will be for you, just sort of like in terms of memory?
I think for me, it's 4 steals. I think that's something that I really take pride in. Something that I look to the game to see how I affected the game. And you know, that's going to be my calling card in the NBA. I could score as many points as I want, but I know that in order for me to sustain myself, I have to play defense. So that's the one thing I think I'll remember.
Yeah, it seems like every time you get another impressive performance from one of these people who kind of come up through 905, and maybe what does it say about the front office identifying guys like Jared?
I think our front office is doing an outstanding job. Guys like Jared, AJ, guys that we're developing through our program with 905, all the young guys that we're having on our team. Those guys have complete buy-in in our culture and our identity, how we're playing, and as a result of that, you have guys that are really playing hard every single night and competing for each other. Tonight we ended up game with 33 assists and 17 offensive rebounds, shared the ball well, played together. Great game for our young guys.
Jamal is okay, you guys just decided to go to
Yes, I wanted to see AJ and Jared at position point guard and give more opportunities for them to see how they handle point guard position.
Well, obviously, a lot of people are going to talk about the young guys after a game like this. For Garrett to come in and kind of be the steadying hand, how important was that for you guys, especially in the second half without a traditional point guard on the floor?
That's huge. Like Garrett has such a great influence on this team on and off the court every single day. What you saw tonight, that's what we're seeing every single day with him. He's just consistent, hard worker, does the right things, all about team, all about the high character, and it rubs off. He's really good, setting a really good example for everybody on the team.
Coach, Drew Jones of 905 told me that Jared's best skill is his defensive versatility and his ability to guard multiple positions. A huge offensive night for him tonight, obviously, but what do you see from him on the defensive end?
I would have to agree with that. Obviously, this is different level than playing in G League, but he's stepping up. He's showing he's got very long arms. He's doing a really good job on ball, being very disruptive. Comes up with winning possessions for us. He's just out there competing and trying to execute a game plan. Really proud of his performance tonight.
Anything else in particular from his game that jumps out at you off first impressions?
I think that he did a really good job of driving the ball and then finding solutions at the rim. Some of those kick outs, some of those easy layups. I think he did a really good job touching the paint.
Coach, how special is it to see when the young guys get an opportunity or the new Raptors get an opportunity, them not just stepping up to the plate, but posting up new career highs for themselves? And have you ever seen this type of situation with this type of talent on a team kind of come in and be so impactful?
No, I did not see it before. And it is very special. It just shows such a great job that front office is doing of bringing those guys on, and our 905 bringing guys there, getting them incorporated in the system, and then you see those guys step on the floor and contribute to that. Well, it's special. I also want to point out that the game that played Colin, I think that he did a really good job of rebounding the ball, getting defensive stops when needed, played out of his position a lot, played position forward, but he handled it really well.
The 20 turnovers, you're probably not happy with that. What do you think that was the cause, and the experience?
Yes, I'm not happy with 20 turnovers for sure. I'm happy with 33 assists. Those turnovers came, to be honest with you, they came from good intentions. We were trying to complete passes to find next man. Some of those were, in situations that we were dribbling the ball, where they needed to be a little bit more stronger with the ball. But the way we play, the way we move the ball, turnovers are going to be there, but we just got to do a better job of reducing the number of those.
Coach, on a more somber note, Oliver Miller passed today. Do you have any thoughts about his contributions to the NBA and to this franchise?
Big loss for Toronto Raptors, big loss for basketball community. I did not know him personally, but talking to coaches before the game that know him, they were speaking really high of him and his character and what he brought to the league, how competitive he was. Very sad situation, and my condolences go to his family and friends.
Just want to ask about Chris. I mean, obviously it's a unique situation at the end of the year, but have you had a specific discussion about Chris and him not playing? Is everything kind of...
Yes, we did talk to Chris. He's aware. He's staying ready. He's staying prepared. Every single day he's in the gym putting a lot of work in. But we're really trying to give opportunities for those young guys and take a look at them.
It's Damon Stoudemire, and thanks for watching the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
Stoudemire launches a three, knocks it in. Stoudemire. Yes! What a David Stoudemire.